Okay, it's on, all right. Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel. Endure Yahweh, Yahweh Sharatazah. Endure. Endure Yahweh, Yahweh Sharatazah. Endure. Let us give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. I'm riding through Walmart. I see an RV, or RV, they call it RV, right? A road vehicle, home vehicle, whatever. An RV and about 5 to 7 cars lined up. Right? Because homelessness is on the rise. Now, you got Trump in California. No, is that California? California. I just did a lesson the other day. And I believe D.C., but I'm just stay on California because I know for a fact it's in California. It's a lot of homelessness. But out here in Florida, there's been an increase of homelessness as well. Perfect time. I call all you about you. How about you? As soon as I turn the corner, the light is green. And the thing is, you've been warned. Our people have been warned from the hilltops. You know, you have the Akim and on the highways and hedges. You know, the elders and apostles, first and foremost, you got the elders and apostles. The Lord said he's going to send the apostles last. You know, the end is here. The end is here. We're getting closer and closer to Jacob's trouble going into full swing. Closer to World War III. And, of course, before that, the MOTB being implemented. With all these laws they got coming up with the homeless people, what are they going to do with the homeless people? What do you think they're going to do with them in them camps? What do you think they're going to do with them in them camps? This is a systematic thing that, you know, your democracy, you know, your leaders, Esau, Edom, have come up with. How do you get people to be on the streets? People that once upon a time were able to own houses and rent out homes. How do you get people to be on the streets? You take away the jobs, right? And you increase the rent, the cost of living. No matter where you go, the cost of living has exploded. It's exploded across America, all across America. Therefore, I'm gonna start off with this precept first. Then I'm gonna let this lady speak. She got 16 minutes. I ain't gonna let it go too far. Lord willing, not that far. But let me get this. Yes, this isn't in transit, but I'm gonna get this. Second Edges, chapter 16, and I'm going to start at verse 71. And it states, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." All right? Our people are about to be... Jacob's trouble is about to be at it's about to hit that level, you know, about to really get to that point where people are gonna start seeing and believing and knowing that the men of the Lord, you know, the brothers, the Akim, the elders and apostles, the Akim of GMS, and those that believe in the same like-minded doctrine, have been telling the truth all this time. You know, you had these other camps been telling you, nah, ain't no such thing as Jacob's trouble. Nah, you know, the MOTB ain't a little device where they're going to be tracking you down the radio frequency device. No, it's not that. It's all these other things, but now y'all about to see. Everything about to go into full swing. The decay of America, her coming down and sit on the ground, is going to lead to all these prophecies to pop off simultaneously. And it's going to be beautiful. And we sit back and watch the word of the Lord be performed, you know. Let's get it.
Hello, YouTube family. It's your girl Marietta here, back with another video. Y'all know I was in the city this morning. I did a video showing where I was in the city this morning. I was taking care of some business and whatnot. But in the midst of that, when I got ready to leave there, I went by the store, the public store, and I had a chance to well, I went and got me some Chipotle as well, but I was just running around. So I got a chance to talk to a young lady who is in the process of going through an eviction, and I kind of asked her, I said, what was the problem and why are you getting evicted if you don't mind? Because she just spoke and said hello. She was stressed out, and she said she wanted to talk. So I just wanted to go ahead and listen at her story, and she was telling me that she was getting evicted only because the price of the rent is going up. The price of the rent is going up. You know, the price of the average rental is running between $1,700 and $2,000, and depending on where you're at and depending on the amenities to go with that unit. But so many people are suffering in the midst of this situation and don't know how to operate, don't know what to do when they're going through these type of things. And the sad part about it is there's going to be so much of this going on, and you're going to hear it. I'm going to hear it. We're all going to hear it. There's going to be so much hurt and pain going through with people not being able to find a place. And
AT&T business support? Hey, sorry to call again. I think we're ready for faster internet. You can do that for me? It's that easy? Well. You can do that for me? It's that easy? Well,
Salakia, fam.
while I have you, good morning, small business on the tongue.
I started All Nation Restoration to help people. Chase for Business is literally what it says in the name. It is Chase for Business.
Salakia, family. I turn that down. They gonna let the commercials play. I can't skip, so. But yeah, that's the time that we going into, right? And as I'm riding down the road, you see they keep on building up all these new apartment complexes. These apartment complexes that's gonna be, like she say, anywhere from 15, 16, 1,700 a month, 2,000 a month for a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. And who can really afford that besides Esau Edom? Even though, you know, they being stripped. You know, they getting stripped of their financials. You know, they're what they call it, the nesting egg, whatever they call it. All right, but here we go. It's back onto it. Here we go. Check it out.
Of a turn up. You can't expect people to pay rent in a era of time where there's just not enough money. It sounds to me like you only have so many options to operate in a situation the way the world is today with the evictions going on because of the price of the rent. You only have so many options. One, especially if you don't have good credit. If you don't have good credit, the only options you have, first of all, is to try to clean your credit up, see what you need to pay, go ahead and pay it. Secondly, you may have to team up with somebody. You may have to live with somebody, but God knows that is a hard thing for people to do, especially if people of color, to come back to living together 3 or 4 or 5 in a household just to make ends meet. You got to really love your neighbor. You got to really love your family to be able to live like this, and the people got to really want to make it, and they want everybody in the house to make it. That's the problem. The working together, the hard part about being in a situation like this is you can't find the right people to work with, so you're trying to do it by yourself, and you cannot, because if you got put out because of the price of rent going up, then and your income cannot afford to pay, so there's no way you're going to be able to afford to pay to go into something else. Because remember now, to get into a place, you need first month's rent and security deposit in most places.
Yep.
Some people are still saying it, and I thought they'd done away with that first month security deposit and last month's rent. I thought they did away with that. You got to have 3 times the rent. But some people are saying that is still happening depending on where you live and depending on what area you're trying to go into. So therefore, you're maxed out of the living conditions from the beginning. And then you can't get into low-income housing.
Come on,
because low-income
you know you
housing,
want to jump,
they
boy.
froze.
Jump.
I remember hearing that they had froze the Section 8 waiting list. In a lot of states, that listing has been frozen, so a lot of people cannot just go and get on the waiting list. And even if you manage to get on the waiting list, that waiting list is so long, you still got to figure out what you're going to do. You still got to figure out how you're going to move. You got to figure out what your next move is. You got to get some type of a hustle going on, some type of a new grind. Make sure it's legal now, because
Make sure it's legal
I'm not telling nobody do nothing illegal, but make sure you got a legal hustle going on where you can.
And see, this is our problem. This is the majority of our people's problem. Y'all really think chasing the bag, making money is going to solve your issue. That's not going to solve your issue. That's not going to, there's no escape from what's happening. There's no escape from what's about to happen. The only rescue we have, the only foundation we had to stand on, the only rock you have to stand on, is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Everybody come up with these videos talking about that they seeing what's going on, they seeing the deterioration of America. They always want to come up with get money, get money. The money ain't gonna fucking help you. Where's your heart at? Where's your mind at? Are you focusing on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah? Are you offending less? Are you keeping your faith in Yahweh Shah? You know, the creator, the finisher of our faith, the author and the finisher of our faith. Do you have faith? And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with getting jobs and making money and things like that. You got to provide to the best of your ability, whatever the Lord give you a hand to do. Do it with all your might. The thing is, where's your heart at first and foremost? Is it in you making these issues? Is it in you making things better for yourself? Because there's no stopping it. Let's go ahead to Isaiah, prophecy. Isaiah chapter 3, and I'm starting at verse 1. It says, "For behold, the Lord of hosts, do take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the northern and the southern kingdom of Israel," right? That's going to be oppressed together right here in America in the latter days. Do take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, and the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, right? So your living, your security, your what do you call it? Your substance and your libation, your food and your water. This is the Lord taking it away. It ain't nothing. It's systematically done, but it's done because the Lord wants this to be done. The Lord said He's gonna starve a lot of you niggas out. A lot of you doubting, unfaithful. You know, those that don't have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. They steady going here and there, doing whatsoever they feel is in their best interest. They don't have the spirit of discernment. They're helping out wicked individuals when they should be helping the men of the Lord. If anything, that's going to be your defense. You know, returning back to the Lord and helping the men of the Lord. But the men of the Lord willing we be a part of that number, man. We're not concerned about that because we know a workman is the Lord is going to take care of a workman. You know, a workman is worthy of his meat. You know, whatever the Lord decides to give us, we're going to be okay. You know, as long as we continue to offend less, and first and foremost keep our faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. All right. Let me get back to the video.
Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever you need to do. Get out there and do what you need to do to make some extra money so that you can be able to maximize your dollar so that it will be able to go a little further for you at this time. And the sad part about it is when you start talking about the eviction notice, let's get back to that. The evictions that are happening right now, most of them are happening because of the fact that the rents are going up. Why are the rents going up? Because the taxes are going up. Because the fact that the landlords got to keep up as well with the rising costs of inflation going on today. So they have to raise the rents on these units so that they can make their money also off of these units, so they can make sure that they can continue to function in this.
Jay Mariano here, owner of Sharp Coatings. As a business owner, I understand the anxiety.
Thank you, Don. Damn.
This economy, the way this situation is. You know, a lot of this is also pre-pandemic. Remember, a lot of times doing that, people were already behind. People were already not able to pay the rent. They were already looking for other avenues on how to be able to make it and be able to survive in this world the way the world is today. And we got to look at the fact that it's just not enough. It's not enough. You got to figure out, first of all, it does not matter what the government says, no matter what. Why? Because they're not coming to save you. They're not coming to help you. They're not cutting you no checks. We don't see no stimulus checks coming out, and we don't see no way you're going to get around this. But you got to fend for yourself. I don't care what is happening, no matter how hard you think it is, no matter what it looks like, no matter how damaging it is to your family. You still got to figure out how you and your family got to move. You still got to figure out some kind of way to keep a roof over your head. So that means if you got to rob Peter to pay Paul and do what you need to do and cut the prices here and there, you got to do what you got to do.
But before she talking about, she ain't trying to tell nobody to do nothing wrong. What do you think robbing Peter to pay Paul is, man? You know, and that's the thing. A lot of people are going to take those avenues. They're gonna add sin on top of sin. They're gonna be faithless. They're gonna add sin on top of sin. The Lord can't help sinners. That's what the world don't understand. You know, once upon a time, yeah, the Lord did wink, but now the Lord is telling all men to repent. This gospel is going out. The truth has been told. There's no more cloak for your sins. There's no more room for error, room for mistakes. The Lord is tired of niggas, and rightfully so. Stubborn ass niggas. I'm gonna do it this way ass niggas. The Bible ain't true ass niggas. It's a white man's book ass niggas. All these individuals that's been against the word, that's been against the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shah, they about to feel the fucking flames. The elect is gonna feel them too, though. Don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. But because these people, the elect the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah have been given a gift of faith, a measurement of faith. And that faith is gonna produce gold. All right? That faith is gonna produce gold. But these degenerate, unfaithful, unwilling to be humble, full of pride ass niggas. I don't care who you are, what you look like. You a nigga. Male, female, no matter what race or nationality you think you is, you a nigga. If you full of pride and you disrespect the word of Yahweh Shem Shah, if you overlook his word, they're not gonna be turned into gold. They're gonna be stubble. This fire is about to prove who's who and what's what. If you're either the elect or if you're a degenerate Israelite. Not just Israelite, but a degenerate individual, period. But we're really concerned about the children of Israel. And all y'all, the false pastors, false preachers, false teachers, all of y'all hand is about to be exposed. We're all about to go through this fire, whether you want to or not, whether you like it or not. But we're going to see who's who at the end. We're going to see who's who. Let's see what else she got to say. She pretty much saying the same thing. I'm probably click off her.
Trying to hurt or harm nobody or stealing from nobody else. You got to work within your means. Whatever that looks like to you, however it looks like. You have been in this world for so long to the point where is there not one person that trusts you? Is there not one person that you can trust? Is there not one person that you can get into a house and build with? There's got to be somebody. You were not in this world by yourself.
Two cannot agree. Two can't go on the same path. I dare you. I dare you try to get in the house with somebody that doesn't agree with you. That's not on your same level. That's not a part of the same belief system as you. I would love to fucking see it. I would love to fucking see it. I bullshit you not. Personally, I tell a motherfucker, hey, I'll be on the street before I dwell with a ratchet ass nigga or a ratchet ass female. I've done it before. It won't be nothing new. I'll be on the street before my peace is taken away. And my peace being Yahweh Shah. Okay? I know how to, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, how to abound and how to abase. But the thing is, y'all can try to see how that works for a minute until people start cussing you out, calling you out your name, not liking what you're doing, or you this, or you that, or you this, or you that, and you ain't paying your part. You end up paying all the rent, everybody else just sitting back or some shit like that. People are irresponsible. People are very fucking irresponsible. As long as they know that they can get you to do whatever they want you to do, hey, you're gonna be the sucker right there with them. No, you're gonna have to learn how to use discernment. You're gonna learn how to cut people off. You're gonna learn how to do, what's beneficial for you in the spirit. Because when you have all those spirits around you, you're not focusing on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You're distracted with all the wickedness that these people got going on. And I'll be, man, Lord forbid, I don't want, hey, if you're gonna distract me from my peace and me focusing on Yahweh Shem Shah, I'm not gonna fucking be around you. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that to the best of my ability. I guarantee you that. Let's go here. Matter of fact, let me pull it out. I'm gonna go back to that Isaiah chapter 3. Then we're gonna step over into can I make it? Let's see. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Shah. You trying to follow me too? That what's up, buddy. There we go. All right. It states Isaiah chapter 3 again. I'm gonna jump down. It says, the mighty man and the man of war, verse 2, Slakia. Verse 2, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50, and the horrible man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. You got it, bro. I'm turning right quick, so give me a second. The water. Against the honorable. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house, saying, take hold of the house of his father, saying, thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be a healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. And that happened, that happened during our captivities, and that's happening right now in this final captivity. There's nothing new under the sun. The same damn thing is happening right now, where our people, they try to put responsibility on those days. We don't want it. You can keep it. We don't want the responsibility. That's part of that being tried through the fire. This world, the Lord say that, the woman gonna rule over the man. I think that's in the same verse. If I keep on going, no, that's another one. That's 31. Isaiah 31 goes into that. Well, the woman gonna be over the man. There's no respect, in your own house. A man's supposed to be those of his own household. So, with knowing all this, the truth being told, the Lord is separating his elect from the rest of the degenerates of Israel. Let's go here to back to 2nd Esdras, chapter 16. 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, it states, Then shall they be known, right? Where we at? Come on, man, scoot your fucking shit over, man. Fucking goof ass. All that room over there in the damn Mercedes, whatever fuck you driving, but you in the middle of the damn road. I'm gonna start at verse 72 again. It says, For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall it be known who are my chosen. All right? Then it's gonna be known who's the Lord's chosen. Who's the Lord really working with? It say, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. All right? And that's our God, man. Us getting a gang of money, us getting a bunch of jobs, all of that. Like I said, if it doesn't take away from you focusing on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, then do it. If it doesn't discredit you amongst the will of Yahweh Shem Shah, then it's legal, you know? It's legal. But if it's taken away from the Lord, you know, if it's if you're putting these idols over Yahweh Shem Shah, hey man, it's not to your benefit. It's gonna be to your detriment. All right, let me get this and I'm gonna close out because I'm at my damn destination. You know, what is that? Let's go here to Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Right? You're going to need Yahweh Shem Shah to convert you, to change up your heart, you know, to give you a heart that you can hear the truth and that you convert to what thus says Yahweh Shem Shah. Not your own petty thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. That's not going to get you out of what's about to come or what's actually here. All right, this is the judgment of Yahweh Shem Shah. And if you ain't got no fear in him, you're not praying, you're not reading, you're not studying, you're not listening to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, the prophet, the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Shah, then, you know, just like I would say to anybody that don't want to hear the word of the Lord, figure it out for yourself then. What they call it, fuck around and find out, right? FIFA, FIFA, fuck around and find out, or FIFO, however it go. But that's what FA, faithful, fuck around, yeah, FAFO, fuck around and find out. You know, but the elect, the Lord got you, as we just read in 2nd Ezra chapter 16. You know, fear not, continue to have faith in the Lord and keep on doing his will. You know, don't do your own will, don't do your own thing. Don't think that you can do your own thing and you're going to be all right. No. You know, look around you and see what everybody else doing. And whatever they doing, don't do it. Don't do it. If people about to start losing their mind, know that. With that, I'm going to close out, hoping this lesson is edifying to the elect. Again, let's give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, by Hashem Ruach HaKodesh, and double honor to our elders and apostles, Great Millstone. Till next time, peace. Shalom.